All right, everybody look at me and say, cheese.
Well, hey everybody, welcome back. Well guys, we're going to head out today onto the Big Bend Trail, which is a little different from the Foothills Trail, but it is one of our spur trails, which will take you down to the Chattooga River and hook up with the Foothills Trail about 2.7 miles down the trail. All right, so we had enough volunteers on this hike that we broke into two groups, and there's Hayward leaving in his car, headed down the Big Bend Road with his volunteers. He has three with him, and they're going to go down and park right there at the end of the Big Bend Road. So we're leaving from the Cherry Hill recreational area, and so my three volunteers, who are Jerry and Mary Harvey and Mike Rhodes, who by the way is a first timer. This is his first time volunteering out doing some trail maintenance with us. Alright, so we hike on down here, man, down the road just a little piece, and hang a right and go into the trailhead here at the Big Bend Trail. And you'd be surprised how few people even know about this trail, because there's not very good signage. It's just this little tiny fiberglass thing here right in front of Jerry as he's swing blading away, clearing away all the debris that grows up here at the road and the weeds and all that. That's part of what we do. Thanks, Jerry, I appreciate it. Alright, so here I am, man. I got the saw going. I'm just cutting this old dead snag away that's fallen into the trail. And this is a lot of what we deal with. And in fact, me and my wife, we hiked this trail a few weeks before to try to figure out what we were up against on this hike. Alright, so here's a big surprise. 2 weeks ago, this gigantic blowdown was not there. So now we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to cut all this stuff away and try to reveal what's hiding behind it. Alright, so here's what's waiting for us behind those limbs. This is a very large, red oak blowdown, and I mean, this thing's at least 30 inches in diameter. In fact, you'll notice that's all I can do to get over it there with my big behind. And I mean, this is a tall order. Alright, so you can see there, man, we've been sawing away on this thing and got wedges drove in the top of it and try to open up a gap in it. But I want you to notice this right here, okay? So here comes Mary Harvey. I didn't ask her to do this. She saw that we had a moment there where the saw was stopped and we're wedging it open, and she brings me my water bottle without asking. And I gotta tell you guys and girls, if you say, hey, I can't get out and do that kind of trail maintenance, I can't, run a saw, I can't roll logs, I can't drag limbs, but you can do like Mary did there, man. Just being able to bring me a bottle of water and help keep us hydrated and going, that's a big help.
Wow, that's a big one. That's the biggest thing I've ever cut on the trail, I think. All right, we're going to give it another.
Don't let it fall over.
All right. We need to spin it a little bit. There you go. All right, make her happy.
So right here, man, this is what trail maintenance is all about. We've got an older member, a newer member, and a first timer, and we're out here rolling this huge log section out. That's what trail maintenance is all about. Alright, so once you get that first chunk out of a big log like that, that's the worst part. Now we're going to cut another big section out here just to make the the trail nice and wide so that you can get through it. And here you can see Mike Rhodes and Jerry, they're working, and Mary there to get the trail bed back right. And there's Mike Rhodes coming back again, doing a little more work, to get that trail bed just right. Alright, so here's Jerry clearing away some limbs from this little tree laying on the trail here. And you may say, well, why not cut that thing and get rid of it? But I got to tell you that a tree like that laying flat on the ground across the trail is actually beneficial because it makes a excellent, water break. So you don't have to worry about erosion. If any water ever runs down the trail in a big storm, it hits that tree, it runs straight off the trail, and it's better off to just leave that little small tree laying there. Alright, so here's our next blowdown here, and in my opinion this is one of the worst case scenario trees where you have a big root ball on the upper side of the trail, trunk going downhill to the lower side of the trail. If you cut it too close or you cut it in two, you end up with a root ball rolling over into the trail. Alright, so what we do here when we have a tree like this, we'll just cut a step into it more or less so that the tree or the root ball doesn't roll over or anything like that. We'll just cut out a nice level step so that hikers, when they come along, they can walk through it.
Like this root here, you might want to leave. That's a good handhold. I don't know. Yeah. This in here.
Some of them never come back.
Yeah, volunteers. Yeah, yeah. We've had a lot of first timers. Or first timers and last timers.
Wonders, huh?
Yep.
That ain't for me.
They thought it was going to go on a little hiking trip. Careful now. You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, hey man, your eye's bleeding. Yeah, you got a nice little cut there. I saw when you rubbed at it. I think he cut himself good. What hit you?
Well, I was tamping that thing, and I don't know, it kind of rolled on it and just slapped me right in the head.
The handle did.
Yeah, I was like doing this
Oh
number,
man.
and if it's like this, and it wham.
It did. It knocked the crap out of you, dude. You got a cut there, bro.
All right, everybody. I don't want you to think for 1 minute that I'm making fun of my friend Mike Rhodes, who managed to hit himself in the head with the handle of the Pulaski tool. The only way he would give me permission to use this video footage was if I made fun and made it something funny and humorous, and that's what I try to do there. But so we get here, man. We get Mike cleaned up, and get a big bandage on him and wrap him up so that bandage won't come off. And so we decided that Mike could stay and play and do a little more work, and he didn't need to load and go. All right, so here's the before and the after of this really aggravating blowdown. Alright guys, so here's another old aggravating blowdown right here, an old rotten tree that's been hung up for many years, and finally got down low enough where I could get to it and deal with it with the chainsaw. Alright, so here's another typical old blowdown on the trail, an old dead snag. It's fallen down, and there's Mary Harvey, and we've been joking the whole trip about her standing in front of the camera. showing herself off. Right, so we're moving on down the trail here where we're going to meet up with the other gang of workers, Hayward and his crew. And what they did in the yellow line there, they came and parked at the end of the Big Bend Road and hiked down to the Foothills Trail, working hard, man. I mean, they had a lot of work to do. They had one blowdown to deal with, but that part of the trail was very overgrown. You know, it's down in that creek bottom. It's very lush down there, a lot of stuff to be cleared, and they worked very hard down there. Even though they didn't hike quite as far as we did, they did a tremendous amount of work.
Give me a big smile. All right. All right, big smile. There you go. Thank you.
We always want to be thinking about Andrew in his video.
Yep.
You gotta have some live
Did you
stuff.
get any good stuff of Mark showing out or acting up?
Oh yeah, no.
Video, didn't we, Mark? I sure did. All right, Mary, look up here and smile.
Andrew, don't poke any more yellow jackets.
Yeah.
I won't. Hey, Dave. Y'all been having fun?
Summer.
And Mike wouldn't do right. I had to bust him in the head.
Yep. She sure did. She ran back before we could stop her. She done busted his head open, tightened him up real quick. All I know is the rest of us got in line too real quick after that. Got your attention. Yeah, we started saying yes ma'am a lot more. She made an example out of Mike. All right, Tommy, give me a big smile, man.
Look, he got dirty too. Look at that. Look at that.
Did he get dirty?
Yeah, look right there.
He did. How did he manage? He must have bumped into you.
Yeah.
That's how you do. All right, Dave, give me a big smile, buddy.
All right, so it's time to hike back to the cars. And you know, one thing that you'll notice in all these videos is that there's laughter. We always have fun. Even though we're tired and sweaty when we get done, we have a good time. And Hayward, at the end of the hike, he has a great big cooler full of Gatorades and watermelon for all of us. Great guy, man. We all love Hayward. What a good man.